Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I hope you are really well as always. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather and I am a professional viola player living and working in the UK, and it is kind of my mission to inject some positivity into this performance world. So often it can get really negative, which I always think is slightly ironic considering it's like about performing and bringing joy to people and all of that. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, please do subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let's get into it. Today's a video that I'm actually really excited about making because at the moment, as you know, so many of our work streams are kind of disappearing pretty quickly, which is kind of scary. However, there are so many different facets to being a musician that you can kind of get involved with or do more of, and I just kind of wanted to pretty quick fire go through them all. If you would like a more detailed video all about these different topics, then please do let me know. I can absolutely make that. But I wanted to just make a video which is basically giving you some ideas. I'm not going to go into depth on how to actually get involved with these things, so like I said, if that's something that you want, please drop me a message, comment on this video. I can absolutely get that filmed, it's not a problem. I just don't want to make something that people don't want to watch, you know? Now, some of these options will not be possible to do at the moment, so bear that in mind, but I do want to make this video kind of relevant for years to come. So I will be talking about stuff that we can't actually currently do right now, but you know, it's a good idea for when we can actually be around people. So the first thing is teaching. Now, this is very much, some people love it, some people can't stand it, some people do it because they have to, but it is a really good, really reliable, really consistent stream of income. At the moment, a lot of people are choosing to teach online, myself included, because I don't teach in any schools. I just teach privately. But what this new kind of world of teaching online means is that you can spread your net so much further. I've got friends who are teaching people in different countries, who are teaching people from all over the UK that they simply wouldn't have been able to get to before. So have a look at expanding your teaching. Lots and lots of parents are looking for ways to keep their children occupied and stimulated in a productive way, and a lot of people are turning to learning an instrument and all that kind of stuff because they've got a bit more time. So think about widening your teaching reach, or even maybe getting started if you haven't already. The next one is playing in orchestras. Now, for me, this is my career focus mainly, this and session work, which I'll chat about later. Orchestral playing is my main focus, it's my main income, and then I have my private pupils and things to kind of supplement that when, you know, it's a bit quiet and all of that kind of stuff. For me, it is absolutely worth the late nights, long drives, and hours of rehearsals. Next up, we have chamber work, and specifically playing at weddings and events. If you are a string player, have a look around you, have a think, who could you pull together to maybe form a string quartet, and then start marketing yourself out to venues, wedding planners, and all of those kinds of people. I love playing at weddings, they're really good fun. Often you get to play the kind of more relaxed rep, you get to play some stuff that's quite fun, people will have a little boogie, you can take requests, it's really good fun. And it's also a really good source of income because they tend to be during the day, so you don't have quite so much of the late nights and long rehearsals and all that kind of stuff, but it is very seasonal. It tends to be more throughout the spring and the summer, and then you'll tend to find you're a lot quieter with that kind of work in the winter months. Obviously, that isn't always the case, and you know, you get the odd thing dotted through the rest of the year, but it is primarily seasonal. So if you are wanting to focus your income plans on that, bear those quiet months in mind. I wanted to put coaching in a slightly different bracket to teaching because in my mind it's actually a slightly different skill. So when I think about coaching, I think about coaching on summer music courses, masterclasses. Obviously at the moment lots of online masterclasses are taking place, which again means that you can get involved with ones in other countries and different time zones and all that kind of stuff, which is very exciting. But if you are somebody that loves getting up in front of a big group of young people and leading them in a workshop and doing lots of kind of improv stuff and composition and all those kinds of things, then get contacting your local music services, the local schools, because they love people coming in and doing that kind of stuff with their pupils. It's really enriching, it's really engaging, and it can be hugely beneficial to their students. Do bear in mind with this kind of thing though that you do need to get all the background checks done before you start going into schools and all that kind of stuff. So there is a little bit more paperwork, but it is a hugely rewarding, but it's very, very energy intensive. So you do have to be of that kind of personality who will enjoy that. Playing on cruise ships is something that in my mind you're either going to love it and absolutely not want to do anything else, or you're going to find it really, really difficult. I fall into the latter group because I've only ever done one cruise and it was only a couple of weeks, and to be honest, that was enough for me. I kind of struggled with being on the ship the whole time. However, I have friends and colleagues who, for them, it's their primary work stream and they spend most of the year off on different ships all around the world and they absolutely love it. There are many, many perks to being on a cruise ship, one of which is that you have very, very few expenses because your bed and board, it's all paid for. So for quite a few people, they'll work on a cruise ship for a year or two, and then you've got a house deposit because you basically haven't spent anything in all that time. So there are a lot of perks, but like I said, just be aware there is the possibility for a little bit of cabin fever. So maybe test out a cruise of a couple of weeks or so before you sign up for a 6-monther. Now, session work is my other primary source of income other than the orchestral work. And again, it's something that I really, really love. I find it hugely rewarding. I quite enjoy the whole, we've got to get this done in one take. I quite enjoy that kind of pressure, which is sort of weird, but I don't know. I feel like it gets the best out of me. So it kind of works out. But there are so many different kinds of session work. There are the big recording sessions for film and TV and all that kind of thing, which are often done by established orchestras. So this is kind of why the session work and the orchestral work can tie together quite well. But then you can also get things like I did a session yesterday which was literally completely off page, and they were just asking us to do different sounds, different sound effects, different harmonic trills, all that kind of thing, which is a very, very different skill set. It's also a very different kind of mindset, and you've just got to kind of play around and see what comes out because nobody really knows. And again, you'll either love that or you'll find it super, super stressful. That's actually something which has surprised me because if you'd asked me probably like 10 years ago, do you want to do a recording session of just like lots of different sounds and it's super creative and everybody's kind of like improvising a bit and doing all that, I would have been like, oh no, that sounds terrifying. But actually, I really, really love it. And a big part of that is that I work with some really incredible people who are super talented and also just really nice. So it makes the atmosphere kind of really good and you can have a bit of a banter, and if somebody plays a bit of a bum note, like it actually doesn't matter because you're experimenting and everybody can have a bit of a laugh and you move on. So I really, really enjoy that aspect of my work, particularly at the moment because I'm not playing in orchestras right now because we can't. So for me, it's been a really valuable aspect and one that's been a bit of a surprise. So I do want to kind of mention that with any of these options, give them a go because you really, really don't know until you've tried it. And then the last thing that I've got in this particular video is playing online to nursing homes and anywhere in the kind of care sector, going into hospitals, playing on wards, all that kind of stuff. We know the incredible power that music has to bring back memories in people with dementia and Alzheimer's, to help people heal when they're battling awful illnesses, and also just as an incredible morale booster. If you're lying in a hospital bed for weeks at a time, you're bored out your mind, and anyone coming in and just playing some music for you, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So if there's any way that you can get involved with that aspect of the industry, I urge you to go for it because there are few things that you will find as rewarding as playing to somebody who just hasn't experienced anything that lovely in a long time. So that's everything I'm going to kind of mention in this video. Like I said at the start, there are obviously so many more things I'm sure that I can mention, and if there are any that you feel particularly passionate about, please do drop me a message, comment on this video and let me know. I will very, very happily do a part 2. I want to encourage people who are in this industry, starting out in this industry, been in this industry for a while and maybe are feeling a bit run ragged by things, that there is always something else you could be doing if you are not enjoying what you are doing right now, if that makes sense. I really, really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe, like I said, do all of the things, and I will see you guys next week. I put out videos every Wednesday morning, and if there is anything that you would like me to sort of chat about or that you think needs to be discussed more, then please do let me know. I am very happy to make the videos that you want to see, basically. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great week, and yeah, see you soon. Why is it that every time I'm filming, somebody does something outside the window? Like, we're in a flat, like, and they just stand. Like, she lives in this block and she's just stood outside on the phone. Your own time, love. There you go, yeah. Yeah, you walk away. Does this make me look like Wonder Woman? I watched one of Raw Beauty Christie's videos just before this. If you haven't seen her stuff, go check her out, she's hilarious. And literally all I've got is the like do 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 music just stuck in my head. Not going away!